want to talk about a shocking number of people living on the streets and who they are. There is a new phase of homelessness in the city.
Investigative reporter Chuck Gowdy is here now with the story. Chuck?
Rob, Cheryl, the new face of homelessness is families. An estimated 140,000 homeless in the city, including thousands of public school students in shelters, tents, in parks, or just wherever they may find a place across Chicago. For 1 month, we asked city officials to appear in this report and discuss about what you were about to see. They said no.
It was really tough. It was really heartbreaking.
16-year-old Kalia Wesley, her mother and siblings, spent 2 years living in this Rogers Park shelter.
Where is we going to go to? We ain't got nowhere to go.
Thousands of others live in these small tent villages, from here in the shadow of North Lakeshore Drive to this one on Columbus Drive near downtown, on park benches and on the banks of the Chicago River. For months, the I-Team watched as these encampments popped up across the city, people struggling to be respected and understood, wanting only to be treated like human beings.
This is not a game. It's people's lives down here.
The challenge may be as ancient as the Old Testament, but the new face of homelessness is far younger.
Chicago Public Schools keeps track of how many students are homeless. Last year, there were over 22,000 homeless students.
The I-Team found that's up nearly 20% from the year before. Ed Sherna is a longtime homeless advocate in Chicago.
Last year, there were 2,500 students that have no adult in their life and still go to school. Those numbers, to me, have changed over the past 20 years.
For teenager Kalia Wesley, that translated to a 4-hour commute to North Lawndale with her brother and sisters to attend William Penn Elementary School, located near the apartment where they lived before becoming homeless. For a student in a shelter, the new normal was a challenge.
I would have to go in the bathroom at maybe 3 o'clock in the morning to do my homework, because I still wanted to be that student I knew I could be.
Kalia's mother says losing her apartment was devastating, but that the support she received from others in the shelter helped.
They became like a second family because we embraced each other's struggles.
The I-Team found sometimes those struggles clash with political reality. Under this agreement between the city and the Chicago Coalition for the Homeless, people are supposed to be notified of street sweeping so they can take down their tents, move their bicycles and bags of clothing, and then return once cleaning is finished.
But recently we found out that the system didn't work when there was a concert at Montrose Beach, and the city very haphazardly just came in and moved people.
Attorneys from the coalition say they are working with the city to make sure that doesn't happen in the future.
I think the mayor cares about this, but the problem is pretty awesome, pretty big. It's really an affordable housing and a jobs problem. It's a problem of disparity in terms of wealth. He's created the first youth shelters and, overnight shelters and drop-in centers that didn't exist before.
Kalia and her family say the city's Students in Temporary Living Situations program helped her become salutatorian of her 8th grade class.
I really appreciate everything that I went through. It really opened up my heart so much.
Since 2003, Chicago has spent $50 million on homeless prevention, and there are numerous homeless aid programs in the city. But neither the Chicago Department of Family and Support Services Mayor Rahm Emanuel nor his department heads would talk about them for this report. The mayoral spokesperson said, "There is no single city official capable of addressing our questions about the new face of homelessness." They did a little while ago send us a 2-sentence statement. We put it on our website.
Wow, some disturbing images, but powerful inspiration.